Hey, you done cleaning the house?
Not quite. Why?
We're having guests over tonight.
They're digital guests.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, hello there, Parapeeps, and welcome to another episode of Our Haunted Travels. Let's talk paranormal live. I am your host, Sean Donnelly.
I'm your co-host, Mary Ann Donnelly.
Yes, we have guests tonight. Dezombified is joining us.
They are, yeah.
I love having guests over. Many different reasons. I get to talk with new people. We get to have some fun. And I don't have as much prep work for the show. Sit back and ask questions and we have a great time.
You're so bad.
I know. All right, so while those notifications are going out, if you're in chat, let us know where you're from.
Okay.
You don't have to be exact. We know this is YouTube and there's people who want to do harm. Don't give your exact address.
I was like, what are you talking about? Yeah, I don't
have a slideshow today
at,
because we have our guests that are coming on, so I can't. I need I have two and three monitors. I could probably use one more.
You're so in need of another monitor.
We got plenty of room. We could put up a couple monitors.
I didn't say you didn't have room. I said you were not in need.
Yeah. All right. So,
what's going on with everybody today?
how is everybody doing tonight? Is chat working?
Yeah, I'm sending some nice stuff out there. We had a couple people say hi.
All right.
Yes. So
last week, we got some great announcements.
We do?
Yeah, we do.
Oh.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome stuff going on. But before we do that, we need to thank our show and channel supporters.
There you go. That's
remember
a good
who they
idea.
are?
I know some of them.
Go ahead, and I'll fill in the blanks.
We have Be Unique.
Yes.
We have Happy Trails Hiking.
Yes.
We have Lori Bryant.
Yes.
We have Mark Cole Agency.
Yes.
We have Andrew Kitchens.
AJK Consulting Services.
And
Andrew Kitchen.
Timey Lives.
Boom.
Did I get them all? Yay!
Awesome.
So thank you very much for supporting the show.
So how can people now become a show supporter?
That is all you.
You basically become a $5 or more Patreon supporter. Yeah, we did away with the Twitter thing because it was kind of like off center anyways, because if you had thousands of followers on Twitter, it was skewing it a little bit. But yeah, hey.
All right. Very
and
good.
We want to thank our show and channel supporters very much.
Very much.
Thank you.
Yes. All right.
All right, two more in chat, and we'll have to wake Boris up. But before we do that, if you're new to Panic D videos, Marianne's going to explain who we are and what we do.
I am. You know I hate doing this part. Well, let's see. We are owners of PanicD.com and DarkShadowGhostTours.com. Panic D is a database of over almost 800 locations now.
907.
907, like I said, locations in the database that have paranormal claims. And then Dark Shadow Ghost Tours, we took people out, did investigations, showed people how to do things. We also did murder mystery dinners with that, etc. Historical tours and so on. Our Haunted Travels is something that we kind of started back in
November of 2017.
So technically we started in 2010, but we didn't know it. But then officially 2017, we
Sorry,
started
folks,
the channel.
This is a long drawn out version.
I don't do this part. This is your part.
Well, you did.
Anyways, but we were doing little snippets and things about what we did in locations that had paranormal claims, and we were documenting what types of activity they supposedly have, our experiences there.
We've already lost 5 people watching.
Stop it.
Okay. How many locations have we been to?
Well, I think it's 277.
Boom.
Yay! All right.
Our Haunted Travels is what our channel is about. Each week we feature a new location that we've been to, which now is at 277. We're going to break 300 for the summer.
That's right.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yesterday was my first day of freedom for
Yesterday
the summer.
was? I thought today was.
Well, today is.
Technically,
I was done
you went to work
yesterday at 2
yesterday.
o'clock. Yes.
But you didn't come home till 3:30.
Yeah,
so
whatever. Hey, I'm on vacation. I am on vacation. I don't have to go back till August 5th. Yes. Yes. Good stuff. All right, we got 9 people in chat. I think it's time we get some more. You guys want to see Boris? What do you think? We need to get Boris going? I think we get Boris going. Here we go. Ready? Let's get Boris to help us out. Thank you, Boris. You could go back to sleep now. All right, if you're just joining us, try it again. If you're just joining us, we have an awesome guest with us tonight, so please stick around when we're done with our house cleaning. We're going to bring on our special guest. We got Dezombified in the house with us tonight.
I know, they're waiting in the green room. Boris, or should I say red?
Boris loves Dezombified.
Yes.
He does.
He does.
Very much so.
He does.
All right, some other announcements coming up this week. Tuesday, we're going to be on Happy Trails hiking.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, at 11 p.m. Eastern, 10
11
p.m.
a.m.
11 a.m. 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central. It's in the morning.
Yes.
Then, a challenge has been thrown out.
Wow.
We've been called out on the mat by a community member.
Yep.
Thursday, 11:30, right here on our channel. We're going head-to-head with Inspired John.
Yeah.
He says he's got 15 questions to ask us to prove that what we do is a bunch of hooey. That's right. Thursday, 11:30.
Okay.
Now, Tuesday's video...
And that's in the AM also.
11:30 a.m. Eastern.
Yes.
Right after Happy Trails Hiking.
Yes.
Okay. Tuesday's video, we're going to do a Ghost Hunting 201 video that's going to... Marianne's going to kind of like do a little lesson and show how to do forensic photography. Yes?
Yes, I am. We're going to hopefully be able to go outside. It will stop raining for more than one day.
Yeah. I think our best bet would be tomorrow.
Probably.
And in Friday's video, we are covering Strock House.
Yes, we are.
The Strock House here in Austintown, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
So that's next week.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, do you have... Why don't you go ahead and do a roll call?
All right.
Say hello to everybody who's here.
We have Arden Paranormal.
Hello.
Mariner Bengal Explorer.
Hello, hello, hello.
The Life of Grace and Logan Vlogs.
I'll wait to the end.
Timey Lives. And we had Ron A. And 3D Medic Vince. And I think Annette Reagan. And that, unless I missed something, is everybody who has said hello.
All right. Well, hello, everybody. If anybody new comes in while we're Country Girl.
Country Girl Paranormal Rock fam.
Yeah, there we go. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
So say hello to us and
we'll say hi
we'll
back.
say hello back. All right. Okay. eBay update. Are you ready?
Sure.
Do you have something for the eBay update?
Yes, I do.
All right, it's time for Marianne. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to corral your children and pets because it is time for Marianne's eBay update.
All right, so this week it's actually not from eBay again.
Whatever.
But this one's actually from Gettysburg. I got this at the General Lee Museum before they closed it back a few years back. But this one here is a Virginia dollar from the Civil War, and some bullets, of course, that had been found in Gettysburg itself. So some old cash, and it's showing its wear as well. It's really quite old looking.
That's why it's in a frame, and you won't let me play with it.
No.
Although I do that when you're not at home. No, I'm kidding. It's a joke. It's a joke.
He's so bad. But yes, I really enjoyed that museum. And when they closed the General Lee hotel, they closed that as well.
But it's opening up again.
But now they have the General Lee headquarters building that they're kind of redoing and putting kind of a little something in.
Yeah, I think it's going to be National Park Service.
Yeah. So hopefully
Just
they'll
like
bring
almost
stuff like this back.
All the land in Gettysburg is being taken over by National Park Service, but that is okay.
Yeah.
Lori Bryan is dropping in just for a second to say,
Hi.
I think she meant hi.
Yes.
Guy Lori.
Hi, Lori. Hope that dinner is going well. Hopefully it stopped raining there. Happy Trails Hiking and Lori are having a big party today. And so we want to wish happy 50th to their parents.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So they're having that, and they were making all kinds of yummy foods. So
Yeah, I was getting hungry.
I know.
Watching those Twitter posts.
Yeah.
I was getting a little hungry. All right, so let's see. Big announcements. I went over the announcements. We did the eBay update. We did what's going on next week. I think we're ready to bring on our guests.
I think so too.
What do you think? What about you guys in chat? You ready to bring on our guests? If you are, say, go Dezombified.
I think everybody's asleep today. We got yes.
There we got a yes. We got a yes.
It wasn't go Dezombified, but it was a yes. So
Alrighty.
we're gonna go with they are ready for this.
All right. Well, hey, let's don't waste any more time.
All right. Oh, there's a go
Dezombified. Marianne's dropping the link to their channel. We're gonna bring on, ladies and gentlemen, put your keyboard together. No, how do you say? Type your keys. How do you do? I don't know. Welcome, Dezombified, to Panic D Videos. Hello, guys. How are you doing today?
We're doing good. Thank you for having us, Panic D.
Hey, guys.
Apologize for making a fool of myself there in the beginning.
Yeah, so from Dezombified, we have our two guests, Kenny Dreadful and Mysterio. So you'll be Mysterio, yes. You'll be hearing Mysterio. She's very mysterious.
That's right. She is. That's right. So I lost my. There we go. There, I lost my happy thought there for a minute. I found it.
You lose a lot of happy thoughts.
I know. Hey guys, I think I already asked how they were doing today.
I think you did that off air though.
Did I? Did I ask
so.
you how you were doing?
Thanks for asking.
All right, so why don't you guys tell us a little bit about your channel, and while we're doing that, in chat, if you're having problems hearing them or anything, please let us know.
Yes. And if you have any questions for them throughout the day, please make sure you share those as well, and we'll get them over there to them. All right, you're on Dezombified.
Well, thank you. And thanks again for having us. Well, basically, our channel is scary stories, good times. It's basically the best way that we can describe it. We like to tell stories revolving around anything having to do with the paranormal, supernatural, creepypastas, and we also like the horror genre. So we do talk a little bit about movies and TV shows, mainly on our lives. Right now, we are doing mainly live streams because we're preparing a lot of neat things behind the scenes for our channel. So there's a lot of plans for the future, and we're learning new technologies. learning everything about the World Wide Web concerning social media and content creation and beyond. So, yeah, we have a lot of big dreams, a lot of big plans, but we want to do things the right way. So, that is what we are doing right now. And that's pretty much what we are all about.
That is awesome. I think I found you guys. I do have to say, I love the artwork on your channel. I think that's what like caught my eye, and I'm like looking at these thumbnails. And I'm going, man, I suck. Their thumbnails are like awesome.
Thank
I
you so
fight with
much.
the thumbnails. I
Take
think
good luck.
I've changed ours. I don't know how many times. They still suck.
Trust me, he changes ours all the time. That's
Yeah.
all Mr. Dreadful over here, Mr. Kenny Dreadful.
Well,
He
kudos to you
is
because your
the
thumbnails are
artist.
very cool. I love the artwork.
Thank you so much. I'll tell you one thing. They haunt me in my dreams. I literally had a nightmare. Well, I don't know if it was a nightmare, but I literally dreamt I was making a thumbnail in my dream. I was at the PC. I'm over here with the mouse clickety clacking. So yeah,
Well, I don't know if you guys like know what I do for a living, but I'm tech support for a school district, and I've been doing tech support for 30 plus years. Marianne
nice.
says sometimes in my sleep I will be doing tech support in my sleep,
Yeah.
like walking somebody
Yeah,
through
he's
something.
like, okay, do you see this? Great,
That's-
click on this.
That's the
All right, now did
sad-
that work? And I'm like, oh my god.
You know what that means, right? That means you need a vacation. You're working way too hard.
Exactly.
It means I need to retire is what that means.
Maybe.
Oh, jeez. Hey, Pusha Studios in the house. Happy Trails Hiking. Hello,
Hey,
guys.
Pusha. Happy trails. Hello, guys.
All right.
Thank you for stopping by, guys.
Are you guys hearing them okay? I didn't hear
didn't see
anybody
anybody
say we
say
can't hear
no.
them, so I guess
Thank
we're
goodness.
good.
Yeah.
I will have to catch most of the replay family picture time. Well, have fun with the family picture.
Ooh.
All right.
Yeah, that's at that 50th anniversary party they got going on there.
Yeah. All right. So here's a big question I'd like to ask. And this wasn't on the list, so I apologize. Okay.
Oh, he's gonna wring you out to dry now.
Have any of you guys actually had a paranormal experience?
Yeah, we have. That's the whole reason why we started this. Just because we started back in 2018 making content doesn't mean that we haven't been immersed in searching for knowledge and things about paranormal, supernatural, even extraterrestrial, because we both had experience since very young ages with the supernatural, and those things have changed us since we were little kids, and have made us the people we are today.
So, did you want to share any of these experiences that you had?
Go ahead, Miss 30. You go first.
Oh, thank you, baby.
You go.
So, so basically, as for myself, I was born in a family where there was a split between Christian Pentecostal, and my parents are Pentecostal pastors, and the other side of the family were Santeria practitioners. So that's totally opposites right there. So there were plenty of experiences that I have had in my family. For example, I myself, when I was very young, suffered from sleep paralysis, only I wasn't asleep. So most people, yeah, most people suffer from sleep paralysis while they're asleep and they wake out of their sleep in that state. Well, me, what happened to me was complete opposite. I was awake. I was wide awake. I hadn't yet fallen asleep. I actually had problems with insomnia since very young. I was also born with epilepsy, and that in and of itself is a very long story, so I'm not going to get into that one. But I was healed in a certain way that most people would call miraculous. So there's that. I've also seen, since I was little, many things that other people didn't see, for example. And I have been able to sense things that other people don't sense, mainly when my eyes are closed. Go figure, that's just the way that it is for me. I've also had a lot of issues where people who, like I said, a lot of people have surrounded me that did believe in certain practices, who have tried to, I guess, put, I don't know how else to say, but to put hexes on me, I guess. It just never worked for me. I adopted the Christian side of my family. And so I've lived in places that have been, the only way I can call it is possessed. Like not even haunted, just possessed. I have felt I lived in the South Bronx for a couple of years before we moved from Harlem to Massachusetts. I lived in a place that was so heavily concentrated with what I call evil that you could literally feel the change in the air as soon as you would step off the bus or out of the car or whatever vehicle you use. You just would feel it. Even the children there were different. Even the children were more, gosh, I don't even want to say bad because I don't like to call kids bad, but there's just no other words to explain how different they were. It's like they were not as innocent as children should be, if I can put it that way. So I've had a lot of experience, a lot of near death experiences as well. And yeah, so basically that's just to put crunch everything together what my life has been like.
Well,
Wow.
mine is a little bit different. I view myself as the child that was not supposed to be because my mother, after she had the first three children with my father, they felt that it was time to shut down the shop and have no more kids. So my mother had an operation to not have any more kids. She was around 36 years old at the time. So 4 years passed. She's 40 now, and she gets pregnant with me. And the doctors, at that time, they didn't know what to make of it. They didn't know what to tell her, except for this is not supposed to be. This is blase blase, whatever. I'm not gonna say her name. Not supposed to be. We did this operation. I don't know how. It's a miracle. So then she had me, but that split the family apart because my father, after when I was two, he's left the house. My parents got separated, and that broke everything apart. My mom started drinking. She couldn't deal with the fact that he had left, and he was the only man that she ever knew. In that way. And she was a housewife. With the three kids, the three previous kids. So she had no means of support after she left. So she went in a tailspin and she started abusing alcohol. She became an alcoholic, a heavy partier. I'd go hungry at times because she would take the money and party and alcohol and go out. She would take me to dive bars when I was like 4 or 5 years old, and she would leave me sitting at a booth at a dive bar and go and disappear for 2 hours at a time. Um, then she really got crazy and met this lady who was a Santeria witch, um, and she used to convince my mother that she could help her with this problem. So, she would do rituals, tell her to bathe in certain things, tell her to put certain things under her bed, tell her to carry certain things, ask for photos of my dad, to put in jars and do things too. She would take me to Botanicals, which is basically a Wiccan shop, but for in Spanish, for Spanish folks. So she had me around all these negative, evil, wicked spirits and entities and things like that. And the first time I remember anything personally supernatural happening to me, I was a little child. I was maybe 2 years old or 1 years old, and I remember seeing an orb of light floating above in the ceiling. It was just an orb of light just moving around, and it had me transfixed on it for about a good 5 or 10 minutes. No one else seemed to see it, and I felt real comforted by it. Like it was a good thing, a good omen, a good sign. Um, and then when I was about 7 or 8 years old, I almost drowned in a river because I had crossed that lady by messing with her nephews, and she didn't take kindly to that. And she gave me the look like if looks could kill, she would have killed me. So I believe she hexed me because not too long after that, I almost drowned in a river. I lost complete control of my body while I was playing by the river one summer day. And it just took me straight into the river until I was submerged in water. When I came out of there, my mom, she was really drunk and plastered, and she really didn't give two bananas about what just happened to me. While I was submerged underneath, I did see some sort of spirit apparition. I don't know what you want to call it, underneath the water as well. It was kind of small, like maybe 2 or 3 feet big, and it was just floating there, looking at me with this really evil grin on its face. The eyes were blacked out, and it had like reptilian kind of lizard-like skin. And thank God that my best friend was with me that day because he alerted some people, some adults, and they jumped into the river and saved my life. But ever since that day, when you add that with seeing the floating orb when I was 1 or 2, those 2 incidents prompted me to start seeing things in a different light. I realized everything wasn't black and white. There's a gray area. And so that's what happened to me. And ever since then, I've just been searching, looking, wondering, asking questions.
Wow.
And that's what.
Wow, very interesting.
Yeah.
We love bringing on guests and ask them that type of question. You know, what sparked that interest and the curiosity. And normally it's some sort of experience, but wow, I now I see I know why you're doing what you're doing. I mean, that's very interesting stories.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a couple of our viewers were saying that Miss Stereo might be a sensitive or an empath. Do you feel that you are?
Well, in my faith, we would call that,
Spiritual discernment.
yeah, spiritual discernment. So, I mean, different faiths call it different things. I do know that I do have just feelings that other people would not normally be able to identify with. I'll give you an example. Very recently, there was a person that I was watching online, and in my spirit, if that's what you want to call it, I felt a deep depression. Okay. And I mean, like right now I'm talking about it and it kind of makes me a little shaky because I felt like what I could only call suicidal tendencies. Okay. And I'm not suicidal. So it wasn't coming from me. That's 100%. I'm very happy with my life. I do not believe in suicide. In fact, because of my faith, I believe that you will perish in the afterlife if you commit suicide. That's my personal belief. So I wouldn't even consider that. But I did feel like I wanted to cry. And I just started praying for this person. And, I felt better afterwards. But then I found out through someone else that this person, in fact, does suffer from depression. And eventually I did speak to this person and they did tell me that they did consider suicide. Eventually I did find out. And it was just weird, And so I sort of adopted this person in my heart in a way and kind of felt like a kinship, connection type of thing. Like I feel a lot of compassion for this person, and this has happened to me with other people before. I have that as it's actually a blessing and a curse because when I do that, a lot of times, not everybody has the same heart. Some people can take advantage. So, but that's why I have my better half over here. He's the street smart guy. He's the one that, can see somebody coming a mile away. And he'll tell me, stay away. So in a way, he's also very sensitive about that. He can see somebody coming a mile away and he will, totally just tell me, as soon as he tells me stay away from that person, I will just do a 180 and stay away from that person.
Thank you, baby.
Well, you guys work well together then. Yeah. And I do have to say this. I got to mention, because this is going through my head too, but your guys' voices are just like, you should be like on the radio or something. It's just like, it's amazing. Don't you think? I mean, podcast, something. I mean, I'm just sitting here going.
Why don't we ask the viewers? Hey, viewers, give us a thumbs up if you think that we should have We should be on the radio.
Yeah, what do you guys think, man?
Yeah.
Their voices, they should be doing a podcast. I'm sitting here like I'm just mesmerized, like listening to you guys, and I'm like, oh wait, I'm running a live stream here. Wait a minute.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Oh, we get that a lot, especially with him, because he has like that deep baritone voice where you could just, that's one of the first things I noticed about him is his amazing voice. And it projects, you
You're
know.
making me blush.
I'm sorry, baby, I don't mean to, but
That's okay.
So
that is
Ron A
totally-
gave you 5 thumbs up.
5 thumbs.
5.
Ooh.
Pusha
Wow.
Studios gave you 1, said you're very captivating. Arden Paranormal says you're very down to earth
See,
people.
there you go.
Yeah,
and
so
when
everybody.
you guys are really successful and everything on your podcast and radio, whatever, just remember the 2 idiots over here at Panic D Videos. 'Cause
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, please.
You know something?
We are a pissant channel right now.
And
But-
Timey says that you need to stop, Miss Stereo. You know you are very talented too, but she didn't say it that way. She said some other words that I don't say.
So I do want to say hi
Yes,
to
Mr.
Irish
Timey
Whiskey.
Spicy.
And Francis Urban Spirits
Yeah,
has joined
Irish
us as
Whiskey
well.
join us. Francis Urban Spirits.
Hello,
Thank you for
Francis.
joining us.
All right,
All right.
so in the beginning, and I didn't mean to like that wasn't one of the questions
absolutely.
I said. You guys.
We're enjoying our time with you guys,
It's
really.
kind of like,
And I do want to
now-
say one thing, though.
Sure.
I want to tell you guys something. This interview is very special to us, particularly because you guys, are one of the very few couples doing this on YouTube. Okay. And it means a lot to us because we kind of have like models. I personally see you guys as models. I love you guys. I've been watching you guys since, along with a few other YouTubers, before there was a Dezombified. Like you guys, Dark Waters, Real Ghost Stories Online. I don't know if you guys ever heard of them, but they are also a couple.
Yep.
A few other creepypasta and horror narrators as well.
Timey lids.
Timey, oh my God, Timey is like,
Yeah,
she's like my
mentors,
mommy.
yeah.
I love Timey.
It's like mentors,
Well,
and
that's
people-
awesome. Thank
Thank
you
you.
for saying
That's
that.
so sweet.
Appreciate that very much.
You guys are a couple and we're a couple, so it's like we see
Mm-hmm.
ourselves in you, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you say that because we got help from other couples too. Pusha Studios, Happy Trails Hiking's a couple.
Wow.
We
Pusha
relate with those
Studios, that's
couples.
big time.
Yeah, Pusha is,
That's
they're
good.
doing their
Good
thing.
for you.
Yeah.
Pusha is really doing their thing. They're awesome too. And, we actually found Pusha through you guys and Timey.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, we did.
And that's how we found out about Pusha. And I don't know if you guys remember, but when we first started our channel, when we just had a trailer and we had no content, I had reached out to you guys to ask you guys the question. And I asked other people a question. You guys were the only ones to answer back. I cannot even remember what that question was, but I know that you guys gave me a lot of good practical advice.
Was it on Twitter?
I believe it was, and
I
it
think
was
I
basically
remember that. And I think
I
that's
think
why
it-
I went over and I looked at your channel and I went, man, my
Yeah.
thumbnails suck.
You might still have the tweet she sent
Who
you.
knows? Yeah, it was a private message, and you guys actually answered back, and I was like, "Oh wow, that's pretty neat that they answered back."
That's amazing.
Aw, that's so sweet. Thank you. Yeah, we try to answer people back. I mean, it's if you're willing to ask us something.
And you guys will know as you get, as things grow, you just got to learn how to like adjust your schedule to try to stay up on things. Like I try to, it might take me a while, but I try to comment, reply back to every comment. Somebody sends us an email or Twitter or something, I try to, get back. And there might be some days I'm here up till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning just getting caught up because, see, to me, if somebody's going to take the time to reach out to either leave a comment, send a message or something like that, they deserve my time to reply back. So, that's always been my feeling. And we're a tiny channel too, guys. I mean, we really are. And in the whole YouTube world, but that seems to help. We made a lot of great friends just by that little thing, always just.
Yeah, I agree.
You may
trying to
see
reach
yourself
out.
as a tiny channel, guys, but within this niche, You guys are not that tiny within this niche. Within this niche, you guys really are one of the guys up there. So I really got to say. And I love you, Marianne. Marianne is so pretty.
We'll just blame Boris.
Yeah.
It's all because of the skeleton.
Yeah. So Pusha Studios says we inspire each other's learning from each other and from each other's talents and skills. That's the beauty of all of this. And Chills TV said, my wife also appears in my channel. Being a couple blogger is fun, and we spend time together. And that's kind of our feelings too.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Yeah,
That's
and
another
Marianne,
reason.
I keep saying Marianne's the clickbait and talent, but she's starting to learn some of the little ins and outs and helping out. I do have to admit that.
I've just been listening to you tell other people what you do, and now I'm like, oh, he does that? Okay.
I just have to teach her that when you watch a video, don't comment as Marianne Donnelly. It would be beneficial to be Panic D videos. Just saying.
A lot of times I'll watch something and I'll do the like too, but I don't leave a comment. He really yells at me for that. He's like, they don't even know you watched it.
You broke 100 followers, though, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's so
And I don't put anything on there.
Yeah. So what made you guys decide to actually come over to the dark side and do YouTube?
Wow. Well, it was a lot of reasons. There was a lot of reasons, I guess.
Well, we have kicked the can, per se, around before, a few years back. But we never really followed through with it. And one day I went to bed and I was like, you know what, we need to do this. Time is fleeting. Tomorrow's never promised. So let's just do it. And I just approached her and I said, hey, I think we should do a channel about the thing that we know the most about, which is things that have to deal with, supernatural, paranormal. I think it would be.
Sorry about that.
It'll be a great bonding experience. We'll spend time. We'll meet new people, and we'll get to network. And if we could put a smile on someone's face and help someone out, then so be it. It makes everything worth it.
So I have a question that's not on the list.
Okay.
You guys are a couple. You both have experiences. Did you guys meet through an experience, or did you guys get together and then eventually go, by the way, and the other one goes, me too?
Well, actually, the way we met it's kind of funny. It was a hot summer night in June, and I had just finished coming from the barbershop, and my birthday had just passed, I believe. And she's walking, right? She's walking from the swimming pool, because there's a swimming pool where we live. And at night, we'd climb the fence and go for a swim. It's a public pool, but they close the gates at 6, right? So once the sun goes down, everybody in the community just climbs the fence if it's not open, because sometimes the guy will open the fence and let us in. Sometimes we just have to climb the fence and just go for a dip. The cops were cool about it. They never really messed with us. Anyway, so she took them for a dip in the night pool, and she was walking home with them, 2 younger kids, about 8, 9, 10 at the time. And I guess she noticed me and she mentioned something to the kids, because the boy, it was a boy and a girl, the boy started calling me, hey, you, hey, mister. Yeah, you.
That was embarrassing.
Let me finish. Hey, you. And I'm about to walk into my building and I'm like, is somebody calling me? So I turn around, I see this little boy, he's jumping up and down, waving his arms. Hey, you, hey, come over here. I'm like, me?
Yeah, they were playing Cupid.
Yeah, they were playing Cupid, matchmaker. So I walked over there nonchalantly and quite cavalier, I said, hey, what's going on? How can I help you? Oh, mister, she likes you. She thinks you're cute. I was like, okay, thank you, young man. Thank you for that information.
As she was crawling behind the fence. Instead of
you know how kids are.
Yes, I do.
Very rambunctious.
Oh my God. Those were 2 wild ones, those little ones. I was
but
babysitting.
Let me finish the story. So that's what happened. That's it. That's how we met. The end.
Something like that.
I mean, it wasn't easy in the beginning. You know, we were friends for about a good 5-6 months before we started dating. So we got to know each other.
So did you tell each other early on about your paranormal interests or pasts, or?
Wow, I can't remember. It's been quite a while.
Well,
But we definitely got into that because, being that her parents were devout members of the church, and they would take her with her, and she'd go with them. And when I was young, I found church on my own, and it was funny because I found church because I had a fight with a guy. So yeah, I was like 9 years old, and I was there was only one swing left, and I wanted it, and this other guy didn't want to give it to me, and he thought he was tough, and he started pushing me around, so I pushed him around, and we started fighting in the street, and then the mother came and broke it up, but we became friends after that. So that happens in life. Sometimes you fight with somebody, and then you become friends, right? Well, his mother was a devout Christian, and she would go to church every Sunday, and she would drag him along. And I didn't really have too many friends at the time. So to hang out, I guess I would have to go to church with him, right? So, hey, Mom, can I go to church with my friend? Yeah, you can go. So, because she never took me, yeah, you can go. So I went to church with him every Sunday, and I got into the Sunday school with him there, and everything was nice. It was a really good vibe, good atmosphere, friendly people, and it just hit home with me, on my own because of that experience. Because me and him, we're not really friends anymore. So a higher power used that to bring me to, because there's many sides of the supernatural. There's dark, there's light, right?
Mm.
So, there's good entities, there's bad ones, right? So, yeah, a good entity must have, pushed that to make that happen.
And we had that in common from the beginning, so.
We had that in common, our faith.
Awesome.
All right. Well, Chills TV is heading out, and I was watching
Hi,
chat,
Chills.
and we had everyone saying what they did as far as like the paranormal, which is awesome. I do want to say something. We're way over halfway through the thing, but Marianne's going to drop some links because we do have some paranormal channels in here. I want you to drop the Parapeeps Reddit and the other Reddit if you have it. So you guys that are producing paranormal related videos, we have a Reddit called Paranormal Research that you can drop your links in there, and it does help promote your videos, having those Reddit links out there. And then we also have another Reddit called Parapeeps. Now all you guys here, I'm assuming, are subscribed to us. And if you are, you're a Parapeep, so you could drop the links to your videos, whether they're paranormal or not. And then what's nice is everybody who drops links in there goes and does upvotes for everybody and kind of helps out, with your videos a little bit. So Marianne's going to drop those links. And
I've been dropping Dezombified's channel link, so please make sure you visit them as well.
Yeah. So
Thank you so much.
So if you are using Reddit and you want to drop your videos in these links, please help out other people in the community here by uploading their videos. Also, go and watch your videos.
Yes, please.
That helps. Go watch the videos, leave a nice comment, and ask questions. That's the best way. If you don't know what to leave for a comment, ask a question about something that's in the video. Because that creates and stimulates conversation, which is very good for your YouTube videos. So getting back to YouTube, Marianne's asking like the deep romance and paranormal questions.
I wanted to know. And by the way, Timey said, "How did you ever not tell me this story?" So I said, "You just got to ask the right questions, Timey."
No, I don't know. It never came up. That is so funny. It just never came up.
But you want to ask him more YouTube things, I think.
Well, I just want to know, like, where do you guys see yourselves going with your channel? Like, are you gonna stick? You're gonna try to stay with the niche and keep going, and there's a lot of material out there, a lot of material. Is that what you're doing, or?
Yeah, I mean, there's been times where, because we first started it, just like I said, to network, make friends, have fun, bond. But then once you start like coming out of pocket to improve your setup, right? And once you start seeing that you're still working at 3 in the morning, right? And once you start noticing that you're hardly spending time with your other significant other, because when you're a team, it's like, okay, we're going to separate our talents. You go work on this station, I go work on this station,
Yeah.
and let's keep working. Hours pass by, you hardly see your other spouse, and they're in the house. So it's like, you know what, we're doing too much hard work. Okay, we're spending money out of pocket. I think we need to start seeing this more as a business now because we're getting really serious with it. So yeah, we're planning on sticking with this all the way through. It might take us 10 years to get 999 subscribers and another 100 years to get that one to make 1,000, but we're gonna still push forward. You know, we're still gonna still continue doing what we do no matter what until
That's
death do
awesome.
us part, baby. And that's
Yeah.
it. Until death do us part from YouTube. Let me tell you.
So what
So
part of
when
it? What part of YouTube do you like the best?
what part of YouTube? That's an
Yeah,
interesting
the
question.
whole
I think I like
process, like either from making videos, to doing the live streams, the networking, you know, replying to comments, making thumbnails. That whole, I mean, it's a process. You guys out there are
Yeah.
creators, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, but
hmm
what part of that? What part of that? See, to me, I love editing. You know, and I really hate shooting, going out because I always like forget something. Like, oh, while I'm editing, I wish I would have had this shot, or I wish I would have had that shot. Like, even though I pre-planned some of the videos, I still like forget something, or don't get enough footage, or too much footage, or anything like that. But I love the editing process, and I love networking and meeting new people and stuff like that. But what part like keeps you going? Like, this is like really cool. I'm gonna keep doing this.
Go ahead, baby. You take this one.
Okay. So, for me personally, I have to say for me, it's the networking. Just all the stories out there and all the people that you meet, and you ask them all pretty much the same questions, but they all have different answers. It's like maybe like one of the questions that that you guys asked us, which the paranormal. How do you guys get into it? And everybody has such interesting stories, and
hmm
everybody will give us their backgrounds, and it's just amazing. We had this one guy on one time on our live stream that he grew up with a grandmother who was also a santera, and which is basically a high priestess in Santeria. And it keeps attracting us. I don't know why, but he told us such scary experiences,
Yeah.
and weird
hmm
things started to happen during that live.
Indeed.
People started getting sick and started leaving the chat.
Yeah, we had technical
A lot of
issues
technical
as
issues.
well.
At one point, he couldn't hear me. Well, I
hmm
mean, we're using the same setup now that we always use, which is two different mics,
hmm
and he couldn't hear me at all. At all. He could hear Kenny. He could hear Dreadful, but he couldn't hear me. So I had to move. Like about half an hour of the live was completely silent
hmm
when we went back and looked at it. There was echoes. I mean, oh my goodness, it was just problem after problem.
But networking is the best.
Yeah, it is.
You know,
It
meeting
is.
people is always awesome, connecting. The part I dislike the most is making thumbnails.
Oh,
It's
geez.
such a struggle.
Well,
It's a
you're,
struggle.
you're knocking it out of the park.
And you
I'm
know
telling you.
something? And another thing I don't like is the suggestions for tags. Those things
They're
haven't
too
gotten me.
funny.
Those things haven't got. Well, don't mention names. Those things haven't gotten me nothing.
Why?
Nothing.
Well, we'll
I
have
wish
to
I had. I
we'll have
wish I
to
had. I
talk
wish I
off
had.
camera, and I'll help you
I
out with
wish we
that.
had one video. If we had at least one video with 1,000 views, I'd be all right. We don't even have one with 1,000 views. It's crazy. So those thumbnails, I mean, those tag suggestions are bogus to me. You know, the algorithm is beating us like
Yeah.
beating us like a freaking stepchild. You know, beating us down. We're not getting any traction with no
Well, like I said, we'll talk
tags.
offline about that, and I'll
Thank
help
you.
you
Thank
guys
you.
out with that. Give you some
I
suggestions.
take that.
All right, so we got Stacking Stormtrooper stopped in. Hello, and welcome to
Hello.
Panic Deep
Hey,
Videos.
Stormtrooper, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah.
Welcome.
And
Oh, and we
Tommy
love live
says,
streaming. We love the live stream. I'm
We
sorry.
love it.
One
We
more
love it.
thing.
We
streams?
love it.
Yeah, because we love to connect with the audience,
yeah,
and get to learn about them and whatnot, and they learn about us, and they see that we're not bots. We're actually real people
Right.
yeah.
with, a flesh and bone that bleed and age and die and sleep, just like them.
Yeah, we've gone for 5 hours sometimes.
Yeah, we went
Wow.
once for 5 hours.
That's
Yeah.
like
It is
getting into
so
Pusha
much
hours.
fun. It's just the hours just fly by. Honestly,
They
I
do.
think the
fly
longest we've
by.
done is 3 when we
Yeah.
do some of the behind the hauntings.
Yeah, 3. So Tommy says, by the way, Panic D Paranormal History, I told Dezombified I can't tell them my ghost story live because I promised you first. So we gotta get Tommy on
Yes.
here
Yes.
and tell us.
And she also
her story,
says,
so.
Kenny, seriously, 1,000 views? Dude, you have more than me on some of yours, and I've been doing this almost 2 years. Patience.
Okay, thank you.
Timing's on.
She knows,
Tommy, did
she
I
knows-
do good at that? Like, was I
She knows how to say the
emphasizing
right
correctly?
words. Thank you.
Yeah, timing has taught us a lot about streaming. She's one of our mentors as well.
Yeah, she's our streaming guru.
Yes.
And Dark Waters is another streaming guru. He helped us out with the whole Skype, Google Chats thing too. He also helped us out with that, so, as well as Tiny. So thank you.
Yes.
All right, so Mike Van Doozy has joined in, so hello to him.
Mike Van Doozy. Yes. Hello, Mike.
What up, dude?
Everybody knows Mike.
He is so awesome.
So believe it or not, we're getting really close to like the end of this. So at this point, if anybody in chat has any questions at all for our guest, now's the time to ask them.
Now's the time.
You can do at Marianne Donnelly, and she will get those questions, and we will ask them.
That's right.
And I got another YouTube question.
Okay.
Oh, one more thing. We also like is doing the people's stories when they send us stories. We
Oh,
love
viewer
that.
stories. Love it.
We love the viewer stories after dark. It's awesome.
So you guys, your channel, you've had your channel for how long now?
Since October of 2018.
October
we-
of 2018.
Yeah,
Okay.
but we've been preparing since like May of 2018. for
So you've been into it for a while.
Yeah.
Knowing what you know now, would you do it again?
Yeah, maybe different, but definitely still do it.
Yes. Absolutely 100%. Same genre and everything. But we'd be more, of course, more prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Back to your YouTube channel. I mean, your YouTube question.
Push is telling me we're too short on time.
She thinks we should go longer.
So funny.
Yeah.
Yes, Pusha, they're amazing.
They're hilarious. Maybe one day we'll be able to get on their show. Maybe one
Maybe.
day.
Yeah, you never
That's
know.
you know what? If we get on their show, that's when we hit the big time.
Yeah.
Because
That's
that's when we hit the big time.
Hey, I don't know. I kind of feel like we've already hit the big time.
Oh,
I
stop
don't
it.
know. I kind of feel it.
We're
I just
stepping
feel-
stone. Stepping stone. You guys are going to probably slingshot past
Oh, yeah.
us. So,
Aw, you guys are too sweet.
Awesome. I love them so much.
Yes.
They were the first persons to ever give us a donation too.
Oh, yeah.
oh,
You
we
guys
got
are-
to send them
We
a
still have
card.
to
We're going to
frame
get the
that.
mailings out here
That's
now
right.
that
This
I'm
week,
off.
he's
Yeah.
on vacation. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, we're having some issues with our transportation. so yeah, it's just
We've been on a
yeah.
one vehicle thing, and Sean has been with it at work.
yeah. So we're a little
You're
behind
preaching
on
to the
stuff.
choir, buddies.
Mhm.
We
Join the club, right?
we are on a no vehicle issue right now. Goodness.
Yeah, I know, right? Our vehicles are our feet.
And public transport.
And and Uber.
Uber.
Uber
would
and
like
feet.
That's why we got to keep that 5-star rating.
to- Yeah, we do. Yeah, absolutely.
You could have done Uber down at the post office,
I probably could have,
but you didn't.
but I didn't.
You guys are so fun
Oh,
and
goodness
light.
gracious.
And I love that you guys are laid back and lighthearted and fun.
Hey, life's
And
too
Marianne's
short, you
always
gotta have fun.
smiling.
That's right.
You got to have fun. You got to enjoy yourself.
Indeed.
So
Or not to.
So what do we have to look forward to coming up?
good question. That wasn't on the list either. High five.
Well, let's see. Our good buddy, Dark Waters, is going to be sending us a few things that we're going to be working on. Another YouTuber is also sending us a few things for us to work on as collabs, I guess. Let's see. We're helping another channel. So it's even harder. It gets so harder when you're like working on your own channel and then you helping someone else with their channel because they don't know how to do like editing and whatnot, or thumbnails or any of that stuff, transitions, music, volume effects.
Anything.
So now we're doing 2 channels and it's even like we're running so thin. You know, it's really pushing us. Like,
but you know something, we also have in the works. We're learning a lot of new software as well to help us speed up the process. Okay. Now, one thing that you do need to know about is that mostly, with the exception of the equipment, of course, mostly we scour the internet for free sources of resources, and there are plenty, but you just have to have patience and take your time to read all of the legalities and things of that nature. So we
know
are
what you're talking about there.
But the future holds big things. We're gonna be hitting Twitch
as well.
We're gonna eventually get into Facebook,
Discord,
Discord eventually. This is my background now, but the vision I have for my background for like future streams is going to be really nice.
Includes your mailing.
You know, so we have like a lot of things in the works as far as that's concerned. Okay. And hold on. Let me show you.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let me show you this.
Yes.
You see this right here?
This is exciting.
Can you see this?
I can.
This is a drawing tablet. Okay.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
And it has an actual screen. Okay, so I could draw.
Yes, he can.
All right, I can draw on top of everything else I can do, but I haven't had time to sit down here and create thumbnails, and it's really breaking my heart because I know I could come up with some really sick thumbnails with my art, but I haven't had the time to do that. It's just so many other things happening, man. So I just I'll take the shortcut and look for images on the internet and make
manipulate
them with like Photoshop. But we use Pixlr, which is a free to use program.
Online, yeah. It truly is. It's amazing. And so we were saying we were also going to do Twitch. Over there, what we're going to be doing is some horror gaming.
Yes, horror
and
gaming.
Twitch sings, because I like to sing. So we do that. We're going to do that as well. And Taimi's going to be my mentor for that, hopefully. She's going to mentor me on Twitch Sings. Okay? Yes. I'm already volunteering her for that. I haven't even asked her.
Yeah.
But I'm volunteering her for
She's
that.
Awesome. She's a good
my God, amazing.
She actually wants to know if you've started to use hit films yet.
No, I have not. I looked at it the day that she told me about it, but I have not started to use it yet. I have to actually really dive deep into researching videos and tutorials about it, because that's how I work. I'm a visual audio person. I need to see it and practice it as I go. I need to do it as I watch the tutorials. That's how I learn, So yeah.
And Taimi says she's going to sing with me. I can't wait. So she's in.
That's gonna be fun.
Yes.
Can't wait for that.
Yes, Taimi's amazing. I love Taimi.
Indeed.
John Ames, hello.
Hey,
Hi, John.
Thanks for stopping by.
Okay.
I just love their voices.
I know, you're just kind
Thanks
of...
for stopping by. We gotta get Boris and them together for some sort of collab.
Oh my God, yes!
Ooh, spooky.
I love Boris.
Taimi wants to know if you can hear her doing a tisk tisk to you. It's just like Premiere Pro, and they have tutorials.
I don't even know how to use Premiere Pro either. So, right now we use, like I said, I use this free program called VSDC.
Yeah, VSDC.
Okay, and it is very powerful. Okay, and it has a learning curve, so it took me a while to learn that. So I bet that it is awesome because her footage and her videos always look amazing.
Great.
And welcome, Bum Fluff Paranormal.
Bum Fluff, what's up?
Ooh, hello, Bum Fluff.
Good to see you. Thanks for joining us.
The upside down smiley faces. That's kind of cool.
Hey, people, please leave a like, okay? Because Panic D is awesome.
Yes.
So leave a like.
Thank you.
Yes, please leave a like. Subscribe if you're not subscribed.
And put a bunch of thumbs up in the chat, like
absolutely.
100 thumbs up.
All right.
All right, we are at the hour mark.
We are. It's gone by really fast.
Yes, it has. That went quick.
Must have
Thank
been
you
the
for
company.
stopping by and coming to my house. Really appreciate everybody.
Yeah. See
Well,
our curtains. and
We want to
everything.
thank you guys for coming on. I thank you tremendously.
Yeah.
I love having guests on.
And Timey says she'll berate you later.
Yeah, okay, I got it. I'm gonna get it. I know I'm gonna get it.
But really, thank you very much for coming on. I hope everything goes well with your channel and everything else in your life. And
Well, we got to
Good
be
luck
on
in
Nerves.
best
I
wishes.
told them if they come on ours, we'll go on Nerves, that kind of thing. So we got
Yes,
to
that'd
be
be
on Nerves.
Yes,
great.
that's gonna be so much fun.
Mhm.
Yeah, now that I'm off, I got some obligations. Like we said, we're gonna go on Timey's. Timey's coming on here. We've got all kinds of stuff to.
Yeah, we need to schedule that.
I gotta get a calendar out, and start putting dates
Schedule
in the calendar.
schedule. Put aside an hour for us if you can. That'll be great.
Absolutely.
And we don't, and you know how we are. We don't have a timer, so we will let you go off.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us, guys. We love you. Mwah.
All right.
Thank
Well,
you,
you guys
thank
stick
you.
around for a second. Okay. You guys stick around. We're gonna close out the show, and we'll come back and
Okay.
chat for a couple minutes. All right.
Sure.
Okay. All right.
All right.
So we'll go back to here. There we go. All right. We want to thank you guys for another awesome Let's Talk Paranormal. Love Saturdays at 5:00. Next week, I don't know. We're gonna be here or out and about. I don't know what we're gonna do.
I don't know.
We're playing it by here. Cause did you hear? I'm on vacation.
You know, I think that there is a couple people out there who didn't hear that.
All right, so we got some stuff coming up this week. Tuesday, 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central. We're on Happy Trails Hiking
That's right.
for an interview. Thursday, we've been challenged by Inspired John. He's going to be on our channel at 11:30 a.m. Eastern.
Right?
Yeah, he's got 15 questions for us. He thinks that it's a bunch of bunk that we do here. So...
And then, of course, we have our regular shows coming out. So we have Tuesday, where I'll be doing a little forensic photography lesson. And
that'll be an edited video.
that will be edited, right? And then we'll have an edited video on Friday on the Strock House.
Strock House. And then we're back live again
Here with you.
for Let's Talk Paranormal, whether we're here or out and about somewhere, but it's every Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern. Let's Talk Paranormal.
All right.
All right? Ready to go?
Yep.
Thank you guys, everybody, for coming to join us. And until next time,
Thanks for watching.
and happy hunting. Let us know if you like this video by hitting that thumbs up. Also, if you'd like to see more videos from us in the future, support our channel by hitting that subscribe button and dinging that bell so you get notified the next time there's a video from Panic D Videos.
Thanks for watching.
Happy hunting.